In this problem, we are looking how to convert cubic inches, or how to figure out how many cubic inches are in a cubic foot. So I started off by drawing a picture of the cube, and I labeled each side. A cubic foot is a cube that has 1 foot sides, or the length of each side is 1 foot. So it would be 1 foot length by 1 foot width by 1 foot height, giving us 1 cubic foot. So thinking of inches and feet, I do know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So in actuality, we could also say it's 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. So I crossed out the 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot, and now I made it, it's actually 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. So after realizing that the length of each side of our cube here is 12 inches, I then applied the volume formula. Volume equals length times width times height. My length, width, and height are all 12 inches. Multiplying 12 times 12 times 12 gives me 1,728. And don't forget your label. We need inches cubed, inches with a 3. My next problem begins with how many cubic feet are in a cubic yard. Now I know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard. That'll be a key piece of information to solve this question. Now you can see I drew my cube. Again, I feel that a picture is very helpful to understand what's going on. A cubic yard is a cube that is 1 yard by 1 yard by 1 yard. Now using what we found here to the right, there are 3 feet in 1 yard, I'm going to cross out 1 yard. Now I'm going to change it to feet. I did so because of our question. So this is now 3 feet and 3 feet. So I drew my picture, I converted using the problem, and now I use the formula volume equals length times width times height. So volume is going to equal 3 times 3 times 3, which gives me 27. Now we cannot forget our label. Whenever we have volume, we are dealing with cubes, or in terms of cubes, so it needs to be 27 feet with a 3. Feet with a 3 there means cubic feet, or you could also write out cubic feet. Here we have 2 types of volume problems. In our first problem here, we have just a standard length times width times height. So it makes it really easy to use the formula. Volume is, exactly as I said, length times width times height. You plug our numbers in. Order actually doesn't matter in this case. And we get 6 times 8 is 48. Since it's volume, we have our label, and it has to be a 3 because it's volume. It's 3-dimensional. There are 3 numbers being multiplied together. Now the way that I remember is V3. Now over here in the second problem, very similar looking, except it's a little different. Here, they actually gave us the area of the base, and they gave us, here would be our height. So there's a formula for that. When they give you the height and the area of the base, it is big B times H. Big B stands for the area of the base, which can be found just by multiplying the length times the width if they had one, and then you multiply it by the height. So we plug the numbers into our formula, we get 6 times 25, so our volume is 150 inches with a 3, or 150 cubic inches.